talking, and can't always get away from him, so rather than tie myself to specific times, I took the day. Now I've got about an hour before I go and see him, and then the rest of the day I'm going to be spending with my little boy and take him to the zoo. That's his favourite place, and to be honest with you, that's my favourite place too with him. So anyway, I thought I'd pop into the park. The rain clouds are definitely looming, but I think we'll be okay. We've got minimal wind at the moment, so that's all looking okay. Just did a few little upgrades on the Twister now. I've changed out the ESC to a 60 amp hobby wing Pentium, and that's got a maximum burst rate of 80 amps, so I think now we're going to be perfectly fine. I was worried before that it was probably causing a little bit of trouble. The 50 amp ESC, it might have been getting a little bit hot, and I just don't want to lose this plane. I've become very attached to it now. It's definitely flying. It's a beautiful plane. It's a perfect replacement for the Habu. So anyway, I'm not going to muck around too much, get into too much detail. I noticed on the last GoPro videos I did that the wind was quite bad with the microphone, so I've got that GoPro in its little case today. A little bit heavier on my hat, but anyway, I don't think it's going to make too much difference. So anyway, I'm not going to muck around too much. There's the Twister. It's going to find my wind direction. Just going to pick this leaf up and throw it up in the air. Not really too much wind. I think it's coming this way. So start the timer. Get her into the air. Well, that was weird. I keep doing that. I keep knocking the throttle off because I'm not used to launching with my right hand. Anyway, let's just slow it down now. So that's flying on about 2/3 power, which is a bit nose heavy. Try and trim that out. Got to try and keep away from those grey clouds up there, because that's going to affect the orientation. I won't be able to see what she's doing. But anyway, I've got her flying level and true now. And look at that, it's only at about 2/3 power on a 4S. Very, very, very nice to fly now. That was the weirdest takeoff. I did not think that she would sprout along the ground like that on her belly. But she did. And she got airborne. That was weird. But I won't do that again. One of the funniest things I've seen, I think, with an EDS. So like I say, that's only 2/3 power. Don't really want to push her too much on the first flight. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her in now for a low, full speed pass on that 4-cell. Look at that. And let's take her vertical. Well, going up, going up, going up. And now I'll back her off. And she's still climbing. Still climbing. Anyway, I'll bring her down now. Bring her down into a dive. That's on about 2/3 power, as I said before. Without any wind, I mean there is a little bit, but nothing like there was at the weekend. This is absolutely superb across the park. I might have to just put a little bit of up elevator on that when I bring it back. I don't know quite why she's quite so nose heavy. That's better. Let's say this is now only about half power. Half power on a 4S. I'm going to bring her in. Now full power. And back her off. I just took the power off for a second there, just to let her settle down. How long's that? Well, that's been about 3.5 minutes. I'll bring her in for one more low level. Bring her in quite slow so we can get a good look at her in the air. Okay. One more high speed, low level pass. Here she comes, flat out. Alright, that's as much as I want to do with her on flat out. Slowing her off to half power there. Bring her in. That's 4 minutes of flying. Okay, the battery's out there, so it's going to gain a bit of altitude so I can drag her around for a landing. And she's on the ground. Well, that was a 4.5 minute flight, so well, say 4 minutes on that battery. So that's the e-flite 4-cell battery that comes with the Habu. And you can see that she is a superb flyer. Without a doubt, she's a superb flyer. That was the most gnarliest of takeoffs I've ever seen, I think. I really don't know what happened there, but it was quite spectacular that she scooted along the ground and got airborne. I was just about half a second away from powering her off and going and picking her up, but she just got airborne. That was bizarre. Anyway, I'll take her back, and I'm not going to stop filming. I'll let the GoPro continue to film for a little while. I'll get another battery in there, and I'm going to have another fly. And this time I'm going to do some nice manoeuvres with her. I'm going to do some rolls, some loops, and just have a bit of fun with her for the next 15-20 minutes, however long it takes me to run through these 4 batteries I've bought. Yeah, let's just have a bit of fun. It won't take me a minute to swap this battery over. The good thing about this Hobby Wing ESC is it's a little bit hot, but nothing like the other one was getting. The good thing about the Hobby Wing is the adapter on it will actually take both Hobby King XT60s and Park Zone. It's a very good little adapter. I'd like to get that on all of my ESC, so I don't have to keep making little battery adapters, because that was the problem with the Habu. The battery adapter is what actually came apart, and that's what caused the plane to crash. The battery came disconnected. I had no control whatsoever, no control of the servos, no control of the motor. Just nothing. It was just dead stick in the air. And I mean, I think quite a few of us who have been in the RC game for a while have all had dead stick, and it's very disappointing and upsetting, because there's just nothing you can do. You look at your plane and you think, well, I can sort that out. Let's get that on the ground, and you move the controls and nothing happens, and you just have to watch your plane crash. It's not like you're even trying to do anything to stop it. It's not like when you just go out of control or something, you frantically try and stop the plane from crashing. There's just nothing you can do. You have to just sit there and watch it go down, and it's a terribly sad thing to watch happen. So that's why I'm going to be a little bit more careful with my battery connections and stuff from now on. I'm just going to make sure they're all in there nice and tight. Alright, let's hand launch her again, start the timer. That was a better launch. Okay. Just flying it there on about half power. I'm going to do some close flying now so we can really see the twister in the air. You can see why they do call it the twister. I've mentioned that before in my other videos, but it's got a phenomenal roll rate. Look at that. I'm trying to keep her as close to me as I can so the video gets some good coverage. Just playing around with the throttle there, just oh well, she's out of power, it says. Don't know what's going on there. Wonder what happened there. Oh, I wonder if one of the leads of the ESC came off.